Hey everybody, got some disturbing news. We should pay attention to this one, especially if you're a shareholder in freedom companies. Liberal activist shareholders are preparing to file a lawsuit against the board of one of America's largest gun manufacturers. And they're alleging that this company exposed shareholders to unnecessary liability by selling and promoting AR-15 rifles, and thus violating their fiduciary duty. Smell that? Yeah, that's bullshit. Before I jump into this, I want to thank the sponsor of the video. That's the Sportsman's Guide. It is the holiday season, and we're all feeling the heat of finding that perfect gift. If you've got hunters or outdoor freaks on your list, then you got to check out the Sportsman's Guide. I know I love that place. You can shop a huge selection of hunting and plinking gear from top brands, plus clothing and footwear for hunting, hiking, or casual wear from some of today's best brands. Freedom seeds and launchers too. If they love the outdoors, they'll love a gift from Sportsman's Guide. Check out the link down below and use code GADGETS to save $20 off of the first $100 you spend. Thank you to Sportsman's Guide for sponsoring this video. All right, guys, let's talk about this lawsuit. Now, this lawsuit is expected to be filed this week, and it started to trickle out. I think Fox News was the first one to put it out, and I've seen it in a couple other spots. A few people have emailed it to me. Thank you. And it's very disturbing. So there are liberal activist shareholders that are the plaintiffs of this lawsuit, and they're alleging that the board of Smith & Wesson knowingly allowed the company to become exposed to significant liability for intentionally violating federal, state, and local laws throughout its manufacturing, marketing, and sales of AR-15 style rifles and other similar semi-automatic firearms. That's the quote from the lawsuit. The lawsuit alleges that the company's board, Smith & Wesson's board, has expressed unwillingness to exercise any oversight whatsoever when it comes to manufacturing and marketing AR-15s. Why? Because they are constitutionally protected items and they're not illegal. Period. Now, the shareholders say that this has exposed the company to unnecessary liability. Guys, pay attention to what is going on here. These are some serious allegations, although bullshit. But this is part of what's called the ESG movement. It's the latest in a series of moves made by liberal activists across this country using the legal system to go after gun manufacturers. Why? Because they don't like them and they can't get laws passed that violate the Constitution. Now, ESG is known as environmental, social, and governance, which puts pressure on investors to be socially conscious. Now, a little more about ESG. I had to dig this up because I have heard about the movement, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Here it is. Environmental, social, and governance investing refers to a set of standards for a company's behavior used by socially conscious investors, liberals, to screen potential investments. Environmental criteria consider how a company safeguards the environment, including corporate policies addressing climate change, for example. Social criteria examine how it manages relationships with employees, suppliers, customers, and the communities in which it operates. Governance deals with a company's leadership, the executive pay, audits, internal controls, and shareholder rights. It's been a movement for a while, like Vanguard and BlackRock are behind this. And you've seen, I don't remember the name of which interview it was, but one of the BlackRock bigwigs was saying, we use these to force changes in companies to their social Marxist desires. I don't remember seeing it. I wish I could find it because I'd put it in here. But ESG investments allocate money based on political agendas, such as drives against climate change, or in this case, gun violence, rather than on earning the best returns for the shareholders. The ESG industry says that it helps highlight companies that may be riskier than traditional investing guidelines alone might suggest, and that could lead to more stable, safer returns if, in this case, guns were no longer a thing. Yeah. Now, this is dangerous for any publicly traded company, but even more so in the Second Amendment orbit, because if ESG investment groups have invested in any other firearm company, this will not be the first or the last lawsuit you will see alleging this hot trash. Their goal here is to cripple gun manufacturers from the inside, from the shareholders of the companies. I can't tell you how dangerous this is. Now, has Smith & Wesson violated any law in producing a constitutionally protected item? No. Does that hurt the poor little feelings of these little wibblewos? Yes. It's just another way that the billionaires are trying to do in the backside what Joe Biden hasn't been able to do. Why? Because it's freaking unconstitutional. Stay vigilant, guys and gals. If you are a shareholder in any of these publicly traded companies, pay attention. Because if you are a good investor, you might lose a lot of money right now. And those companies, I know there are people who are on those boards that watch my channel. Fight back. Fight back. Guys and gals, I just wanted to bring you this information. This just came out this after about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock today. If you haven't seen my previous video about Chuck Schumer, probably in the next 24 to 48 hours, trying to force a vote on assault weapon ban, on the next assault weapon ban, Ethan's Law, and universal background checks registry. The video's floating above. Make sure you watch that. You're going to want to know that. Make the phone call. 202-224-3121. That's the Congress switchboard for the U.S. Capitol. All right, guys. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. We, the people, have the power. It's our right to keep and bear arms. Doesn't matter what BlackRock thinks or some sap who used to get beaten up in school and was bullied. Real quick, I saw a comedian rolling through Instagram last night instead of sleeping. The reason we have all these problems right now with all these people is because bullies are gone. Let me know what you think about that joke. Joke down below, but kind of true. See you in the next one. Take care.